And a push to get things back to normal in South Carolina, several state representatives tell 7 News that the governor is planning to reopen retail stores and beaches this week, but not everyone is on board. 7 News' Melanie Palmer tells us what this means for local businesses.
Closed signs at the front of a lot of retail stores could soon be turned around. A handful of state representatives in South Carolina say the governor has a plan to get things reopened soon.
A lot of masks and the hand sanitizers.
A different way of doing business for downtown Spartanburg's shop, Market on Main.
We've had to get really creative, which has been really fun.
Since customers aren't allowed inside right now, they're bringing the products to them using curbside pickup. But even though they've found new ways to make it work, they're also eager to get things back to normal.
We're real excited for downtown to, come back and be as vital as it was.
And according to a handful of state lawmakers, that could be happening sooner rather than later. State Representative Stuart Jones told us last week about a letter he sent to the governor asking for things to open back up, claiming the impact on the economy could be worse than the actual virus.
I continue to get calls from constituents and many business owners who are just in a terrible situation, and so we need to get everything open immediately.
And now he tells us we're one step closer to just that.
Monday there will be an announcement to start reopening retail and the beaches.
But not everyone is on board. Christopher Louder tells us he thinks it's far too soon.
Until we know that the virus has been contained and it's safe for people to go out, then I feel that stores should remain closed.
But regardless of when, Cheek and Johnson over at Market on Main will have customers back in their shop, they tell us they're going to continue some of these creative options they've discovered.
We've now gotten people used to buying that way, which I think has been fun.
Some of these state representatives we talked to tell us that these social distancing guidelines would still be enforced. And on the other hand, some retail store owners tell us they're choosing to stay closed until all of this gets cleared up. In Spartanburg, Melanie Palmer, 7 News.
Distancing guidelines that Melanie mentioned would include stores being required to stay within 20% of their fire code occupancy or 5 customers per 1,000 square feet. Now on the beaches, the 6-foot rule would be enforced and no large parties would be allowed.